Thank you for joining me in my fight against the common cold. That's why my voice is going to be a little bit rough. And ignorance. Let's find out what the Quran actually says. Let's say 7:29. So 8:29 would be 1 hour. Alif Lam Ra. These are verses of the book and a plain Quran. How much would those who disbelieved wish they had been Muslims? Leave them to eat and enjoy. Let them be preoccupied with hope. They will come to know. And never did we destroy a township, but there was a known decree for it. No nation can advance its term nor delay it. Aller, see, a word containing 3 Arabic letters without meaning. These are the verses of the book and a clear Quran. Perhaps those who became infidels wish that they were Muslims. Let them eat and enjoy, and hope distracts them, so they will know. And we did not destroy a village except that it had a known written decree. No nation can hasten on their doom, nor can they delay it. And they say, O you, to whom the dhikr has been sent down, verily you are a madman. Why do you not bring angels to us if you are of the truthful? We send not the angels down except with the truth, and in that case they would have no respite. And they say, O you to whom the reminder has been sent down on, surely you are demon-possessed. Why do you not bring to us angels if you were among the truthful? We will not send down the angels except with the truth, and they were not then delayed. I forgot to read the ayah number. That was 6 through 8, that last segment. Nine, verily, it is we who have sent down the dhikr, and surely we will guard it. Indeed, we sent before you amongst sects of old, and never came a messenger to them, but they did mock at him. Thus do we let it enter the hearts of they would not believe in it, and already the example of the ancients has gone forth. And even if we opened to them a gate from the heaven, and they were to keep on ascending thereto, they would surely say, Our eyes have been dazzled. Nay, we are a people bewitched. And indeed, we have put the big stars in the heaven, and we beautified it for the beholders. And we have guarded it from every outcast shaitan, except him who steals the hearing. Then he is pursued by a clear flaming fire. Nine, surely we have sent down the reminder. Footnote A of the Bible. And surely we will be its keeper, and indeed we sent before you in the sects of the ancients. And no messenger came to them except they were scoffing at him. Likewise we will instill it into the hearts of the criminals. They do not believe in him, and indeed the custom of the ancients has passed away. And if we open to them a door from the heaven, they will continue to ascend through it. they would say, surely it is only that our eyes are closed. Yet we are a bewitched people. And indeed, we have made in the heavens Barujan, B. Footnote, constellations, non-Arabic word of Latin origin, and beautified it to the beholders, and we kept it from every stone Satan, except those who eavesdrop, so they are followed by a visible flame. Okay. And that was 9. Huh. Alright. The translators of the two different books have a different understanding of what the word transliterated D-H-I-K-R, Dicker, means in Ayah 9. The one translated in Saudi Arabia says that is the Quran. But that doesn't make sense if he's saying past tense, sent down something that's still in the process of being sent down. The translator of this one is saying that is the Bible. That makes more sense to me. Okay. Yeah, 19 to 27. Alright, 19. And the earth we have spread out, and have placed therein firm mountains, and caused to grow therein all kinds of things in due proportion. And we have provided therein means for living for you, and for those whom you provide not. And there is not a thing but with us are the stores thereof, and we send it not down except in a known measure. And we send the winds fertilizing, then cause the water to descend from the sky, and we give it to you to drink, and it is not you who are the owners of its stores. And certainly we it is who give life and cause death, and we are the inheritors. And indeed we know the first generations of you who have passed away, and indeed we know the present generations of you, and also those who will come afterwards. And verily your Lord will gather them together. Truly he is all-wise, all-knowing. And indeed we created man from dried clay of altered mud, and the jinn we created aforetime from the smokeless flame of fire. Let's see, 19. And the earth we spread it out, and tossed on its stabilizers, and we planted in it from every weighted thing. And we made subsistence in it for you, and for those whom you do not give provision. And here is nothing except we have its treasuries with us, and we did not send it down except with known measure. And we send forth the winds as pollinators, so we drop water from the heaven, so we give you a drink, and you do not store it. Surely we give life, and we cause death, and we are the heirs. And indeed we know who among you comes before, and indeed we know who will come later. And surely your Lord, he will gather them. Surely he is wise, knowing. And indeed we created the human from dry mud, from black molded mud, and we created a jinn before from the blazing fire. And when your Lord said to the angels, I am going to create a man from dried clay of altered mud. So when I have fashioned him completely, and breathed into him the soul which I created for him, then fall down prostrating yourselves unto him. So the angels prostrated themselves, all of them together, except Iblis. He refused to be among the prostrators. Said, O Iblis, what is your reason for not being among the prostrators? said, I am not the one to prostrate myself to a human being whom you created from dried clay of altered mud. Said, then get out of here, for verily you are, and verily the curse shall be upon you till the day of recompense. Said, O my Lord, give me then respite until the day they will be resurrected. Allah said, then verily you are of those reprieved, till the day of the time appointed. Said, O my Lord, because you misled me, I shall indeed adorn the path of error for them on the earth, and I shall mislead them all, except your chosen slaves among them. Said, this is the way which will lead straight to me. Certainly, you shall have no authority over my slaves, except those who follow you of the... And surely hell is the promised place for them all. It has 7 gates, for each of those gates is a special class assigned. Truly the will be amidst gardens and water springs. Enter therein in peace and security, and we shall remove from their breasts any deep feeling of bitterness. Brothers facing each other on their thrones. No sense of fatigue shall touch them, nor shall they ever be asked to leave it. Declare unto my slaves that truly I am the oft-forgiving, the most merciful, and that my torment is indeed the most painful torment. 28. And when your Lord said to the angels, surely I am creating a human from dry mud and, from black molded mud. So when I have fashioned him and breathed into him from my spirit, so fall down worshipping him. So all the angels worshipped him, except the devil. He refused to be with the worshippers. He said, O devil, why were you not with the worshippers? He said, I am not to worship a human you created from dry mud and black molded mud. He said, so get out from it, so surely you are stoned, and surely the curse will be on you until the judgment day. He said, my Lord, so delay me until a day they will be raised. He said, so surely you are of the delayed, until the day of the appointed time. He said, my Lord, because you seduced me, I will surely adorn to them on earth, and I will surely seduce all of them, except your sincere servants among them. He said, this is a way on me straight. Surely my servants, you have no authority over them, except those who follow you from the seduced. And surely hell is a promise for them all. It has 7 doors. To every door a portion of them is assigned. Surely the fearer in gardens and in springs. Enter it in peace and secure. And we removed from their chests any jealousy. Brothers face to face on beds. No weariness will reach them, and they will not be driven out of it. Inform my servants, surely I am the merciful, the forgiving, and my torment is the painful torment. 79. Okay. 51. And tell them about the guests of Ibrahim, when they entered unto him, and said, Salam, said, indeed, we are afraid of you. They said, do not be afraid, we give you glad tidings of a boy, possessing much knowledge and wisdom. Said, do you give me glad tidings when old age has overtaken me? Or what then is your news? They said, we give you glad tidings in truth. So be not of the despairing. Said, and who despairs of the mercy of his Lord, except those who are astray? Said, what then is the business on which you have come, O messengers? They said, we have been sent to a people who are, except the family of Lut, them all we are surely going to save, except his wife, of whom we have decreed that she shall be of those who remain behind. Then, when the messengers came to the family of Lut, he said, Verily, you are people unknown to me. They said, Nay, we have come to you with that which they have been doubting, and we have brought you the truth, and certainly we tell the truth. Then travel in a part of the night with your family, and you go behind them in the rear, and let not one amongst you look back, but go on to where you are ordered. That's not when they traveled. And we made known this decree to him, that the root of those was to be cut off in the early morning. And the inhabitants of the city came rejoicing, said, Verily, these are my guests, so shame them not. And fear Allah and disgrace me not. They said, Did we not forbid you from entertaining any of the... said, These are my daughters, if you must act. Verily, by your life, in their wild intoxication, they were wandering blindly. So overtook them at the time of sunrise. And we turned upside down and rained down on them stones of baked clay. Surely in this are signs for those who see. And verily they were right on the high road. Surely therein is indeed a sign for the believers. And the dwellers in the wood were also, so we took vengeance on them. They are both on an open highway, plain to see. Let's see. 51. And informed them about Abraham's guests. When they entered into him, so they said, Peace. He said, Surely we are afraid of you. They said, Do not be afraid. We give you the good news of a boy full of knowledge. He said, Did you give me the good news when old age has touched me? So by what good news do you bring? They said, We gave you the good news with the truth. So do not be of the despairers. He said, And who despairs of the mercy of his Lord except those who have gone astray? He said, What did you come here for, O messengers? They said, Surely we are sent to a criminal people, except the family of Lot, whom we will surely deliver them all, except this woman. We have decreed that she will be of those who will be left behind. So when the messenger came to the family of Lot, he said, Surely you are an unknown people. They said, Yet we bring to you in what they were doubting, and we bring to you with the truth, and surely we are truthful. So walk with your family a part of the night, and follow their rear, and let none of them turn around, and go where you are commanded. And this command we gave him, because the last of those will be cut off in the morning. And the inhabitants of the city came rejoicing. He said, Surely those are my guests, so do not disgrace me, and fear Allah, and do not shame me. They said, Have we not forbidden you to any of the worlds? He said, Those are my daughters, if you were doing. By your life, surely they are blinded. They are blinded in their drunkenness. So the shout seized them at the time of sunrise. So we made it on its bottom. B, turn upside down. And we rained on them rocks of baked clay. Surely in this there are signs for those who ponder. And surely it is an existing road. Surely in this are signs to the believers. And the unjust were companions of the thicket. So we took vengeance on them, and surely they are on an obvious road. 80. And verily the dwellers of HIjr denied the messengers. When I was getting ready to read this, I read the name on my list of Surah. I was thinking it was Hijrah and just a different transliteration of Hijrah. Oops. And we gave them our signs, but they were averse to them. And they used to hew out dwellings from the mountains, secure, but overtook them in the early morning, and all that they used to earn availed them not. And we created not the heavens and the earth, and all that is between them, except with truth. And the hour is surely coming, so overlook their faults with gracious forgiveness. And verily, your Lord is the all-knowing Creator. And indeed, the people of the rock denied the messengers, and we brought to them our signs, so they were turned away from them. And they were hewing houses from the mountains in security, so a shout seized them in the morning. So what they were earning did not profit them. And we have not created the heavens and the earth, and what is between them, except with truth, and surely the hour is coming. So forgive the beautiful forgiveness. Surely your Lord is the Creator, the knower. Okay, now 94. 87. And indeed we have bestowed upon you 7 of, and the grand Quran. Look not with your eyes ambitiously at what we have bestowed on certain classes of them, nor grieve over them, and lower your wings for the believers. And say, I am indeed a plain warner. As we have sent down on the dividers, who have made the Quran into parts, so by your Lord we shall certainly call all of them to account, for all that they used to do. Therefore proclaim openly that which you are commanded, and turn away from... Did I just say that? And indeed, we have given you 7 of the Matani, see footnote, repeated non-Arabic word of possible Aramaic origin, and the Great Quran. Do not yearn with your eyes on the wives that we gave to them to enjoy, and do not grieve for them, and lower your wing for the believers. Do not yearn, is it? What verse is that? 88? I remember it saying something about wives. Let's see. Oh, I see. Yeah. Back to action. And say, surely I am a clear warner, like we sent down on the dividers, those who made the Quran into parts. So by your Lord we will surely ask them all about what they were doing. So declare what you are commanded, and turn away from the polytheist. I'm confused how people divide the Quran into parts. Is it denouncing people using a surah? The parentheses, which means commentary, not what's actually in the Quran, but the translator is trying to help us understand. Where did it go? says, in parentheses, after dividers, Quraysh, pagans, or Jews and Christians. Okay, I'm confused how you can accuse Jews and Christians of dividing a book that hadn't been given yet. Or is it accusing them of dividing it by believing the old revelations but not the new ones? That would make sense if the Quran was not full of differences between it and the Bible. And that's my thoughts on that. Okay, so 95 to the end. Truly, we will suffice you against the scoffers, who set up along with Allah another ilah, but they will come to know. Indeed, we know that your breast is straightened at what they say. So glorify the praises of your Lord and be of those who prostrate themselves, and worship your Lord until there comes unto you the certainty. "95. Surely we will be sufficient for you against the scoffers, those who make with Allah another God, so they will know. And indeed, we know that your chest became distressed at what they say. So praise with your Lord's praise and be of the worshippers, and serve your Lord until the certain comes to you." Alright. That is the end of that surah. Thank you for joining me on this quest to learn what the Quran actually says and not what some person who is dishonest says it says, or a deceived person says it says. You have a good day.